Not bad. Not bad. I was pretty impressed of the piano sound, and also I was pretty impressed of the touch. Even though it's not a fully weighted keys, um, for a semi-weighted, it has a heavy touch to it. So if I'm playing something fast, it it recognizes my every move when I'm playing with it, soft to hard. Um, okay, so that's coming from the speakers alone on here. That's the volume. That's the maximum volume that you get. It's not good if you're going to actually play with a band. So I said, okay, can you do me a favor? Can you bring me an amplifier so I can actually hear it? And this is what I urge you to do. If you're going to buy the Williams Legato, this is what really convinced me. Make sure that they have an amplifier right next to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the speakers on here with my my little 1/4-inch thing, my little 1/4-inch jack, and I'm going to turn on my studio systems. And you probably already hear the difference because of one note. So I'm just going to play the same song that I just played. And that sounds like a piano, ladies and gentlemen. From the highs to the lows. Now, keep in mind, this is a Williams. I went back to the other Williams, the Legato and the Serenade, and all those other models, and I play them, and they don't have this piano sound. I'm like, how come? I know this is a newer model, so they must have changed up the piano sound, which is really good, which sounds 10 times better than the previous models that they had. This only has 5 sounds, so that's the piano that I just played. Here is the electric piano. Very awesome. And also you can add chorus to it. You can take out the chorus to it. This is an organ sound. This is like a little percussive organ. I'm probably never will use this sound in a live gig because I have an iPad app that can actually do the organ sounds. But not bad. It's only a percussive organ sound. If it had a variation button for like pipe or whatever, it'll be fine, but I'll probably never use it for a gig. This sound, I will probably use it for a gig because it's a very good fat synth sound. This sound is actually called synth. And, has a great synth sound coming from Williams. I wonder if they actually sampled that from somewhere else, but really good. And also, last but not least, because it only has 5 sounds, this is the acoustic bass. Usually when it says bass, it's usually an electric bass that's going to really be in back of it. But this is an acoustic bass sound. So, Plus you have a split and layer feature, so if I wanted to split that with the piano, I guess the bass would be on this side, so I have to press piano first and split. And it's going to be bass on this side and then the piano on that side. Not bad. Now, if I wanted to do layer, all I have to do is just press two, like piano and electric piano at the same time. Now, with the 32-note polyphony, it kind of cuts off a little bit, but main reason why I bought this piano is because it's a piano. It doesn't have a transpose feature, but you can tune it to, if like say another instrument's detune a little bit lower, you could detune it to that instrument. And you could bring up the split or level volumes on here. You could also bring up the reverb, so if I press the reverb button, it blinks. And then the highest key is more reverb. The lowest key is no reverb at all. So I press that, and then here is with full reverb on the acoustic grand piano that you're getting. Just to tell you that I got this keyboard at Black Friday. So this keyboard, when I got it, it was the price of $150. So I couldn't resist not getting it. For $150 for an 88 key that sounds like this was unbelievable. As I said, I hooked it up to an amp and everything. When I opened up the box, this is only a 16-page manual right over here. 16 pages. And everything is very self-explanatory. So this comes with it. A music stand comes with it. And headphones. Well, actually, this is the catch. The keyboard didn't come with a power adapter. What I suggest is that you get the Essential Pack, which has the headphones right over here, which I'll probably use for my Walkman, or, well, I don't have a Walkman. I should not say Walkman, my iPad. And also it comes with a sustain pedal, which is good. And always use the right sustain pedal and a right power source. And also it comes with the power adapter, or else the keyboard will not really, I mean, it'll play, but it will not function the right way. So make sure you get the Essential Pack that was with it. Essential Pack was like $30. So $150 and $30 plus tax and everything. Plus I got a 12-month plan. If anything happens to this keyboard, that I could just go straight back to Guitar Center and say, hey, something's wrong with this key. And all I have to do is say, oh, don't worry, Mr. Nicholson. I got another one for you. Give us this one, and you can take the new one, which is really cool. So I'm happy about that, and as I rate this keyboard, it's I absolutely love it. There's some pros and cons on it. If you read on my Facebook, there's a lot of pros. The cons, there's only a couple cons that I had on there. Number one was that it didn't have a top key felt. So when you press it, you can actually hear the sound of the keys. But if I turn the keyboard down, it's a very quiet action to play, which is really cool. I always wanted to make it just a little bit more quieter. Number 2, it doesn't have a transpose. But you know what? That's perfectly okay, because this puts me to the test of playing stuff in different keys that I haven't played before, which is really cool. Okay, and also my number 3 complaint was basically it doesn't have a line in for an iPad. So I just have to, which, you know, it's not really a complaint, you know, because if I'm playing with the amplifier and with this, I plug in my iPad and another channel on the amplifier, which is okay. Number 4 complaint, which I could fix myself, is that the battery pack, the batteries are not really stable in the position, because it's missing, I don't know if I have an extra battery pack over here. I mean, the battery cover is missing like a spongy stopper, so the batteries can stay in place, which I can add that myself. But as in the rest of this piano, it is a perfect digital. And every note works perfectly. It has a lot of reverb on it. If you have any questions to me, write to me. You can visit my website, which is KrisNicholson.com, or go on my Facebook page, which, if you're already on my Facebook page, Kris Nicholson, KrisNichol. Same thing with YouTube. Just type in Kris Nicholson, and it's KMN Keyboard Vault. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.